Assalamu alaikum. Today on Nuran Academy, we discuss Tazkiyah, the foundation of true growth. If you benefit, please support by subscribing and sharing as a sadaqah. Let's begin. You know that promise our culture sells us every single day, right? The idea that if we just get that degree, or land that perfect job, or hit that big goal, then, finally, we'll have that deep sense of inner peace we're all searching for. The message is always, fix the outside first, and the inside will just follow along. But here's the thing, so many people actually do it. They climb that mountain, they set out to conquer, they reach the summit, and the view just isn't what they expected. There's this hollow feeling, a nagging emptiness that all that external success just can't seem to touch. So what's going on here? Well, the problem is that whole outside-first approach. Islam teaches us something completely different, a principle that basically flips that common wisdom on its head. It says no. You have to clean the inside first before you can ever hope to truly and sustainably grow on the outside. And this idea creates a really powerful contrast with the way the world usually operates. It shows us two fundamentally different paths to building a person of real substance and integrity. So on one hand, you've got the cultural focus, which is almost all about polishing the external image, looking successful, seeming confident, managing how people see you. But on the other hand, Islam's focus is on what's unseen, on purifying the why behind your actions, disciplining your ego, and refining those core daily habits. This leads us to a core principle, and it's so simple and profound. Think about it. An unclean cup cannot hold clean water. It doesn't matter if that cup is the most beautiful, expensive cup in the world. If it's dirty inside, any pure water you pour in just becomes contaminated. Well, our souls are the exact same way.
Now, it's really important to get this next part. This internal work, this purification, it isn't a call to just withdraw from the world and become a hermit. Not at all. It's actually the essential preparation you need to engage with the world correctly, to be effective, and to do so without being corrupted by it.
So understanding what this preparation really means brings us right to the heart of our discussion today, the crucial principle of Tazkiyah. So what is Tazkiyah? It is the Islamic science of purifying the self. You can think of it as this continuous, lifelong process of disciplining the nafs, our ego. It's the systematic path for achieving real, authentic spiritual growth and building an inner integrity that cannot be shaken. And this isn't just some abstract theory. It's about tangible actions. Tazkiyah means you're actively working to spot and remove the arrogance from your hard work so that your effort is for the right reasons. It means cleaning the stain of envy from your ambition so you can strive for things without resentment. And it means fighting off that rust of laziness in your daily routine so you can build consistency and discipline. When you put it all together, what is it? It's the framework for achieving growth without corruption. It's what allows you to expand your skills, your influence, your success, while making sure that very success doesn't end up poisoning your soul from the inside. Okay, let's use a powerful analogy to make this idea really clear.
I want you to imagine your potential as water flowing through a pipeline. Now, when the pipeline of our soul gets clogged up with arrogance or envy or laziness, what happens? Well, the flow of blessings, of growth, of real progress, it naturally slows down to just a trickle.
So what happens if you try to force more water, more success, more responsibility through that already clogged pipe? The pressure just builds and builds until the pipe itself fractures and collapses. And this is exactly what we see in the world. People aren't destroyed by failure, they're destroyed by the pressure of a success their inner state just wasn't prepared to handle. But a pipeline that's regularly cleaned and maintained, it can handle a massive flow. When Tazkiyah is a part of your life, when that inner self is being purified, growth becomes strong, smooth, and totally sustainable. It doesn't destroy you, it elevates you. And this inner work leads to very real, tangible results on the outside. The fruits of this process are profound. We're talking about real emotional stability when things get tough, a humility that keeps you grounded as you move forward, a resilience that lets you bounce back from failure without becoming bitter, and maybe the biggest one of all, growth without that all-too-common burnout. And all of this leads us to a complete reframing of what it even means to be a high achiever. It's a fundamental shift in our priorities. The world is constantly screaming at us, grow fast, scale quickly, don't get left behind. It's this frantic race to the top. But Islam offers much wiser, more enduring advice. grow clean. Because when the inside is disciplined and pure, the outside can expand safely to heights you never even imagined.
This reveals such a powerful insight. We're often so afraid of failure, but maybe the greater danger is a success that shows up before we are spiritually ready for it. It's the weight of that unchecked success that causes some of the most spectacular collapses.
So let's make this practical. From today, instead of only asking what external skill you need to learn, start asking yourself a new question. Ask, what inner habit, what little piece of arrogance or envy or laziness is blocking me from my next level? Identify it and then begin the patient work of removing it.
Because in the end, our entire lives are really just a preparation for a single moment, the day we will stand before Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And on that day, all the awards, all the promotions, all the worldly success, none of it will be able to hide the true state of what was inside the heart.
And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. The foundation of all lasting growth, all meaningful success, and all eternal reward is built on that internal purification. What you manage to clean within ultimately decides how far and how well you grow.
Presented and created by Neuron Studio.